Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Greg Koch here at Guitar Center Central out here in beautiful California. And I'm here on behalf of our friends at Fishman to talk to you a little bit about the Aura Spectrum box, which is laying at my feet here. I played acoustic guitar for years on end, mostly in the studio. Playing acoustic guitar live was just something that I always felt you had to be kind of like a MacGyver type character in order to do with any degree of convincing reality. Ladies and gentlemen, at home I've got an HD28 Martin that was devoid of a pickup, and my Fishman friend said, you need to outfit that thing with some kind of magical skullduggery that'll turn your homeward and studio-bound acoustic activity into a live weapon of organic and benevolent mass destruction. And I thought to myself, that sounds good. I'm going to try that. So we put a Matrix Infinity pickup in my HD28 in the bridge position. And when I plugged it into the Aura Spectrum box, I found a level of acoustic sound live that I was proud of and been very excited to use ever since. So what this particular box does, folks, is not only is it a glorious analog preamp with an excellent compressor on board. I don't usually like to use a lot of compression when I play electric guitar, other than, of course, tube compression. But what I find that when you're playing acoustic guitar, the compressor adds, I'm going to say, talent. Ladies and gentlemen, you put a little bit of compression on there, it just makes the world a happier place. And this compressor on board this particular preamp, actually on all of the Fishman preamps that are available, it's a very, very transparent compressor that just adds a little bit of evening, shall we say, of the playing field so that you're not suffering what I like to call poop hand. You know what I'm saying? We could probably keep that in, I think. Anyway, so what I'm doing here, folks, what the Aura Spectrum box does is what they made is images of, let's say, my HD28, a Dreadnought guitar, in a studio with 10-foot ceilings with a Neumann microphone in front of it at 15 feet away. And they take like a image snapshot of that sound. For each different body style, Dreadnought, orchestra, concert, jumbo, nylon, 12-string, bluegrass, all these, and then there's also the idea of putting other different sounds in it, user images of your own very guitar. But onboarded as it comes, it has these sounds on it. There are 13 different, actually no, there's 16 different iterations of each different body style. And you're able to tap into that sound and blend it with your actual bridge pickup sound on your guitar. So what I have right here, one of my favorite sounds is number 6 on the Dreadnought sound on the Aura box. I usually have the blend button at about 10 o'clock. I've got the compressor at about 10 o'clock as well. I've got the low, mids, and highs straight up at 12 o'clock, and I've got the volume actually at about 10 o'clock as well. Just a very believable sounding acoustic sound. I want to play what it sounds like with just the pickup right now. So I'm going to take the blend switch off. Just the sound of the bridge pickup. Here's, I'm going to blend in, as I said, the Aura spot. Just adds air around the note. It just sounds a lot more believable and not quite as direct. And not that the pickup by itself doesn't sound great, it does, but this just makes it sound greater. have it. I've got the compressor on. Let me turn the compressor off so you can see what that sounds like. Here's the compressor on. It just evens things out in a way that, you know, lower strings have a tendency to have a little bit more of a robust and higher output tone to them when you lay into them. And so this just evens the playing field just a little bit, just a skosh. Some people like to really crank the compressor. That's cool if that's what you're into. I like to just have a little bit to just even things out a little bit. So it's really an excellent device for, not only it's got a great tuner on it, it's got an anti-feedback thing. If all of a sudden you're going and the howls come to call, you step on that thing and it dials in what frequency is howling and it gets rid of it. So it really is something that if you're someone that wants to start playing acoustic guitar live, or you've been doing it a long time and you know the bridge pickup alone just isn't working for you, you plug into this thing, it adds a whole nother dimension that makes your live sound more like an acoustic guitar in the studio, which is what you want anyway. Folks, just so you know, you're listening exclusively to the sound of the Aura Spectrum direct, okay? I do have an output into this amplifier just so I can hear it in the room here, but what you're hearing, it is direct, and what it does is, again, it takes the best microphones in the world and it basically blends your undersaddle pickup with images of the best microphones in the world and the best studios in the world, combines them together to make a direct sound that you can use live that sounds like the greatest recorded acoustic guitars in the history of man or beast, which I think is important. So again, it allows you to get a sound live that previously, up until now, you could only really achieve with any accuracy in a recording studio. Anyways, Greg Koch here on behalf of Fishman at Guitar Center headquarters. Make sure you go into your local Guitar Center store and ask for all the glorious Fishman products, but particularly if you're interested in this one, it's the Aura Spectrum box from Fishman. Or go to guitarcenter.com and you can find it there as well, probably where you're watching this video. All right, have a good one, folks. Greg Koch. Adios.